What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another video. And today I wanted to feature a library that really is like my secret weapon when it comes to writing orchestral music, but it really needs a little bit of gel. And it's a library called Cineorg by Cinesampled. It's one of their first libraries, really. And I don't think too many people know about this one because it's not heavily marketed. It's relatively small in size, and it's not as popular as like Hollywood ones, for example. But I think there's really something to this library because I find myself using it in all my productions, really. Whenever I need some low end support and kind of a warmth from the orchestra, then this is kind of a library that I'll turn to on a regular basis. And true to most Cinesamples libraries, it's quite easy to use. It's built in a way that's very, I guess, intuitive. And so I really appreciate that, when it comes to a company creating sample libraries for composers, it's just always best to keep things simple and not give us too many options because we just want to make music. But before we kind of audition the patches, I want to give you my sample library buyer's guide. If you don't have it yet, it's totally free, and it kind of goes over my favorite options of libraries when I'm working on my music on a daily basis. I'm always getting the question like, what do you use? Like, what kind of string libraries do you use? What kind of woods and brass and all that stuff? So instead of kind of addressing it in every video, I thought I would just give it to you as a free guide as a thank you for watching this video. So if you want to click the link below, it's the first link there, and it'll take you over to that page where you can download it right away. And hopefully it'll give you a little direction on the libraries that I like to use personally and give you some options if you're looking for a new library coming up. So let's kind of get into it. It comes with 4 different patches. I get a very simple library, and my most used one is the low chords. So the way it's kind of spread out here on the bottom of the DAW or contact is the darker blue key switch range, or the playable range, is all the major chords. Then in the yellow key range, we have minor chords. Sorry, we have first inversion chords, first inversion major chords. Then the octave above, we have minor chords. Goes up 2 octaves there pretty much. And then we also have first inversion minor chords as well. And I believe after that, yeah, that's it. So there's not too many options in terms of chord types and chord inversions. There's only root position and first inversion, and also major and minor. I wish they had, second inversion at least, and also maybe a couple of other chord types like augmented or diminished, or half diminished, or even dominant seventh. But anyway, one of the reasons I like this library is because the sound is just wonderful and really is so warm. And secondly, it has a legato function. So when you play one chord and go to another chord, the script will automatically transition from one chord to another very seamlessly. So let's play through this a little bit. So, I mean, it's just like instant scoring. It's so nice. And yeah, you might think it's like cheating, like, oh, but why don't you just score your own, pad or low chord from start to finish? But hey, it saves time and it sounds great, so why not use it? I'm not trying to, spend like I don't know, half an hour trying, figuring out every single instrument combination that will replicate this exact sound. In fact, Cinesamples has their own manual going over the doubling or the arrangement, the orchestration behind these chords. So you can look into that if you're curious. Another patch I really like is the Vivaldi Tremolo, and this is actually a bonus patch. And it sounds like this. So yeah, pretty cool, right? And there's no legato function for that one, but When you need the occasional like transition and crescendo into a new section, I really like to use the Vivaldi tremolo there because it just adds a little bit of suspense and tension into the chord. 2D chords is another patch. I don't actually use this one or the 2D octaves very much, but just to kind of show you what they sound like. So for the longer sustains, I'm basically playing at a lighter velocity, and for the staccatos, I am playing at a heavier velocity there. And finally, we have the 2D octaves. I believe it's kind of works out the same way. So. Okay, so it's basically just lower chords, slightly longer octaves here, and then more staccato octaves up at the top. So a very straightforward library. I believe you can get this for like $50 or something from the Cinesamples website, or maybe $100 at the very most. But generally, I use this for additional texture in the low end, so I use the low chords quite a lot. And then for the Vivaldi tremolos, again, I usually use those to transition into new sections, or even just to build a little suspense in the back. Maybe there is a bit of a harmonic hole somewhere and I want some additional suspense, then I'll actually use it, bring the mod wheel all the way down, and then start to ride it up as it transitions into a new section or crescendos into another part of the piece. This is a patch that I really like to use a lot. The other two, again, I don't use too much, but hey, I make my use out of it, and it sounds great to me, so that's why I use it. And hopefully now it gives you a sense of what it sounds like, and you can consider it if you're looking for this type of thing too. Orchestral gel is what I would call it, But anyway, hope that kind of gives you an overview of Cineorg. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you don't have the Sample Library Buyer's Guide yet, definitely check that out. It's the first link in the box below, taking you through my exact recommendations for sample libraries. Always a hot topic, but if you're curious to know my opinions, these are mine. And I just want to recommend the stuff that I would personally use, and like no filler stuff in there. It's all easy to read. It's all condensed into the most necessary stuff. So check that out. It's totally free. And it's my gift to you for watching this video. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.